Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield. I'm a professional dancer, professional dance choreographer, and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States. And today we're going to be taking a look at Want Lee Chaeyeon versus WAYB's Dola from Street Woman Fighter Season 1. I am watching these battles and I'm watching Season 1 in correspondence with what is actively happening in Season 2, just so I have more of a proper context of what I'm watching. And it's honestly been really fun. I have not seen any of these battles. I have no idea who's won any of them. So not only am I going to analyze them, I'm going to take my pick of who I think won. So after the video, I'm going to check to see if I was correct or anything. You know, I love these. I love the discussions we've been having. This has been an incredible journey with me so far, just getting to understand so many dancers from this culture and community, which is super cool. So thank you guys for guiding me along the way and everything. So let's just go ahead and let's get into the reaction.
Ready, fight.
Get numbers, get names, take headhunters, get brains.
Okay, he's gonna go first. Lee Chaeyeon. Ooh, and she got some chunky heels on too. We can't negate that. She's doing a pretty good start so far, you know, but she's hitting some pockets and some grooves that are pretty repetitive, you know. She is continuing to face her. She's approaching her a little bit quicker. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Yep, I will say that didn't really help. She didn't also finish out through the timer. Okay, Dola. Oh, she knows. I think she knows the song. Woo! I'm sorry, this song pops off. Oh! Whoa, okay, so firstly, I'm adding that song to my Spotify playlist, faux show. That mess was fire, and you could tell by her reaction that she knew that song too, so I think that was the biggest advantage she had going into this. Okay, let's take a watch. Here we go, from the top. So we have Lee Chaeyeon. Now I also know she not only battles once, not twice, but at least 3 times, to my knowledge, that I'm going to be looking at today. So I'm very intrigued how her movement quality looks in the different rounds, at least that I'm going to be seeing during this session of watching battles. So I kind of already know that. So, but if you have any more insight on how many battles she actually did, please let me know. Okay, so she sets it up pretty well, like, not gonna lie. I love this where she's setting it up really nice. I think the best advantage she had was going first, in comparison to the two. You know, that was good. Boom, boom, da 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 da. Like, that was really nice. Very powerful. Do 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 do. She made a really complicated choice to try to ride that little sound at the top, which I think was a great risk to take. You know, see me, like, she's doing, like, she's trying a lot of different angles, and I like that because it shows she's fighting for it. She's trying to listen to the music, you know, but I will say there's a certain part where what ends up happening is she starts really getting simple. So that I call that choreo block for freestyle, or freestyle, the choreographer's freestyle block, I think is what I'm going to call it. I'm going to coin it that. Choreographer's freestyle block, because there's certain points sometimes when you have choreographers, they look like they have forgotten or they have no idea what to do next to the freestyle, and they're just trying to survive through the timer. She technically didn't survive through her timer because she stopped about with 4 seconds left, but notice she's super simplifying her groove. So she's going right, left, right, doing Dougie rhythms, you know, but then she's hitting everything at least in 2. So at first she was doing a lot of things that were kind of hitting on the ands and the 8ths and 16ths, you know, but now it's hitting on the whole counts, you know. And that, when you go from overly complex by diving into the 4s and the 8ths and the 6s, you know, and then you're going into with your groove, that's how I know like you flatlined your complexity in your freestyle. Like that's how I can tell. You know what I mean? Like look, even there, she slowed it down. It's like your halves, right? Whole counts. Makes you queeze. I think that was like one of the last things that she tried to do where it wasn't on, you know. So she's doing moves and she's trying to make complex decisions, but there's way too much simplicity happening. Even that right there, she hits the same groove again. Whole count with the grooves and whole count. Like she's finished, she's just taking up more time now to do these grooves because of that timer. And then look, she's done with 3 seconds left on that timer. Can that affect how you do? If somebody else rides out, let's say if you're equal and the other person rides it out all the way through the end, that could make or break or make a big difference between whether you win or not, is if you actually finish out through your timer. So that is my big note to those who do freestyle. Don't sit down. I think firstly that was one, and then but no one's really demonstrated that yet, so there's no point in talking about that one. Secondly, it's actually dance through the time. Like don't overstay your welcome and don't understay your welcome either, right? So they give you an amount of time for a reason. They will tell you when you're done. Do you know what I'm saying? Unless it's a cipher, then it's different. But I'm saying here, fight till the bloody end because you never know, really. And that's from personal experience. All right, look at her face. Look at her face right here. She don't know what it is. And then she's like, ooh, I know this. And they're about, let's go. Look at them. She melts. I love like her ooey gooey posture. That's filthy. Yeah. And she goes, so what's nice is her waves work perfectly with the song because there's that sound that happens in it that is insanely, you know what I mean? Like the choo-choo, like that is disgusting. Like I want to choreograph to this because I have a really heavy waving background. This song is like grimy and gooey, but you can do so many different waving textures in this just from this song, and you can see it through her freestyle. Notice just like a lot of her pathways are really smooth, so she got astronomically lucky with this song, honestly. The dip, so she can match the griminess or the level that Chaeyeon was trying to set, and not only elevate it because she's hitting levels. Notice that she's making different choices. I will say her legs, I wish she made different choices. A lot of times she's kind of lunging it out and then inverting it, and just like her arms, I think she's making more choices with her arms, but I think her legs could use a little bit of work in the sense of like in making different choices outside of just inversions and then kind of like crosses and stuff like that, you know, and scoops, sumos. Do you see what I'm saying? Like she's inverting a lot. That right there, just that melt, beautiful. With the bouncing, that was smart. Boom, boom. She switched it up. That really helps because she just do something like changing your textures are really it's difficult when you're not familiar with it. So that's really a really smart call for her to do that. Fire. And then she does a little bit of like a mid, like a crump attempt. I'm gonna call it a crump attempt because she doesn't hold that posture that you have whenever you're just going off. You know, I would say Tricks from Street Man Fighter, right? Prime Kings, they know how to crump. No, there's no discussion about that, right? Especially because I have already reacted to their Mega Crew challenge. I just couldn't wait. But yeah, I know. But how you can tell that she was trying to kind of emulate that a little bit is just through her arm, like doo-doo. Actually, you know what? I wouldn't even say it's crump. I would say it's more of like, you know, like pop, lock it, drop it. You know, like one of those that kind of dancing. Yeah, so sorry. And I would say it's hip hop. I would say it's more hip hop, that posture. I think she could have went a little bit harder though. Yeah, but you know what? She is holding her arm in some sense of crump influence, but I'm going to say she was trying to go for more hip hop here. Hey. Yeah, but notice she's also like still making a lot of waving, like she's initiating her waves. And I'm a huge patron of the choir about that, is that you want to be very mindful of, you want to make different choices with your waving. But she is to a certain degree. But the texture of your wave needs to change too, not just direction. And I think that's the problem, is her direction's changed, but that's the same dynamic of her wave. Okay, so my vote, I think Dola took it because song choice. I think she had an advantage over her song choice. I don't know if Chaeyeon knew her song, but at the end of the day, let's say they both did. Dola danced through her timer. That's first. Second thing, she made more choices. She traveled around a little bit more. She wasn't just looking at Chaeyeon. She was also, you know, she was using different dynamics. Well, I think that she needs work in the sense of needing to make more variety of textures in waving? Absolutely. But don't we all? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like with waving, it's a newer culture, so I don't know if Dola's in the waving community. I think it'd be cool if she was, but whenever you're in that community, it is really difficult sometimes. Coming from a choreographic background, it's difficult to find freedom and exploration in freestyle because it's a completely different skill set. And so with her, I've noticed that she made a lot of really interesting choices, but I could tell she had a choreographic structure about them as well. Like a lot of her directions were influenced based on her muscle memory of how she has done choreography in the past. So that would be my note to her in order to really enhance those choices. Something that I've been taught by Jay Smooth, love him, is explore wherever you take your wave. So like, don't just like do it and then move on to something else. Like, do your wave and then see what all you can do while you're there. Do you know what I mean? So that, but I think she took this battle pretty fair and square just from my initial things that I've said. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful in some way. I've been thoroughly enjoying the battles so far. They've been incredible, and I always look forward to our commentary that we have in the comments of each one. So I think that's super cool. And let me know how you think about this format. It's a little bit different. I have more of a circle than a square for my reaction. Let me know if that's distracting for you, if the positioning's a little off. Just let me know, and I can go back and revert back to my original format. I'm totally fine with either. I will say this does make me, at least for a Street Woman Fighter or when I TV shows, I'm able to get out content a little bit faster because I don't have to match or match multiple videos together. So that's just a note. I mean, at the end of the day though, I'm doing these to be helpful in some way. So whatever you guys whatever helps y'all best, I'm totally down with. So, but anyway, I will see you guys later. Bye.